Everybody, and welcome to yet another one of my rants. Today I'm going to be ranting again on plus size fashion because I've recently been trying to expand the different brands that plus size people can buy from, or rather plus size women can buy from. I've been exploring different brands, and what I found is that there's a lot of brands out there that will offer women plus size, like Wet Seal, H&M, Forever 21. We all know about Forever 21 just about. But these sites, they do not advertise to us. They do not dedicate advertising space in magazines, on billboards, even in their own store. And I have a huge problem with this. How am I supposed to know, as a plus size woman, where I can spend my money, or rather, who will be so gracious enough as to accept my money if they don't advertise and let me know that I'm welcome in their store? There's a big difference between a primarily plus-size store, like Lane Bryant or Ashley Stewart or whatnot. By the way, former Lane Bryant employee here. And I can tell you, stores like that seem to be more professional-oriented, more, just a different type of audience, like an older woman, whereas a lot of women who are in their teenage years, transitioning into their early 20s, their 30s, a lot of these women are still looking for fresh, hip, trendy outfits. A long time ago, pretty much, or for the most part, maybe my view is a little bit skewed because I live in Brooklyn, but, a long time ago, people would hit around 20, settle down, have a family, and start dressing more professional. But now women, they go to work and they dress professional, but they come home and they want to be trendy, they want to be hip. Women don't want to grow up and be stuffy. We want to be trendy and on trend. And a lot of these stores are not saying, hey, we have your clothes, or they're saying, hey, you know what, we're just not catering to your age right now. We're kind of like 30 and above. And that's a little bit hard. There's a large gap between teenage girls who are quite thin. By the way, I am just about the same size the size I am now, I'm almost about the same size I was when I was 14 years old. I actually went into a store called Deb's, which has plus size as well, but they also don't particularly advertise that they have plus size. But I went in there and I asked them, I said, do you have anything bigger than... I went in and I said, do you have anything bigger than this particular size? And she said to me, well, this is a junior store. I'm aware of that, but this is my only option since Lane Bryant is for like 30 and 40 years old. For the most part, you can find some really great finds in there sometimes. So this is my only option, and FYI, this is what I had when I was 14. My hips have not gotten any bigger or smaller. My boobs have not gotten any bigger than what they were. I pretty much topped out at like 13. So I felt very offended at that. So there is definitely a gap between trendy... There's definitely a huge gap between those teenage clothes and the plus size clothes. Now, one other thing that I was noticing, like I said, when I was trying to find out what brands offer what, I went on a website called Alloy Apparel, because I had noticed that they had a lot of pretty much trendy outfits and whatnot, and they actually have a plus size. So I clicked on the plus size thinking that I'm going to find all these beautiful plus size models wearing their clothes, and what I found is that not one image, not one image, showed a plus size woman. How am I supposed to know what this dress is going to look like with somebody in my body type? Here we go. Here's the site on my phone. These are the models wearing the maxi dresses. How am I going to know what this looks like on me when I'm, number one, not straight up and down like that? I don't have a body like that. I have hips, I have breasts, and my camera's making me super dark for some reason. I don't know. That I can't even gauge how an outfit... I thought it was bad, like when I go on Rainbow's website, Forever 21 website, and I see an average looking female. Like if I walk down the street and I see a female, that's the kind of female I see on Forever 21, which is what I see on Rainbow. And these women are considered plus size. Now, I'm a little bit bigger than plus size. I'm not a size 12, I'm not a size 14. So what are these clothes going to look like on me? It's a huge problem because we have the really thin ones for the standard sizes, and then we have the average looking woman for the plus size model, and then there's women like me who are like 16, 18, 20, even 22, and we have and above, and we have literally no idea what these clothes are going to look like on us or our specific flaws. It's not like we can click through and see different models who have different body types, like pear body type or apple body type. We don't have that option. We see the same standard average looking woman or below average looking woman. Now, what really doesn't make sense to me is that the average women, 64% of women are over a size 14. That means that stores that only carry standard size or straight sizes as they're called are ignoring 64% of the female population. That's a lot of money. Now, people have been telling me, oh, Target used to have a plus size. I stopped in plus size Target section, I don't know, like 2 years ago, and I went there recently, and they have no more plus size section. I don't know what's going on with this. Even Old Navy, you go into Old Navy used to have a plus size section. Now you have to go online. You don't get to go to the store with your friends or go to the mall with your friends. You don't get to do that. Like, in one of my other rants, I likened shopping in a plus-size store like going into a video store and, you know, all the good videos are in the back, like the adult section. Like, we don't want to see you shopping for your porn. Just get to the back and go behind the curtain. That's how these stores treat plus-size women. And now it's to the point where, listen, you know, we're a party store, but we just don't have the dildos. You gotta go online for that. That's how they're treating plus-size women. If you go into a store and you ask them where's your plus-size section and they do offer it, chances are it's online or it's in the back of the store. And you know what? I'm sorry, but I should not have to shop for my clothes the same way I shop for porn and dildos. That's crazy. Not that I shop for porn and dildos. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I shouldn't have to shop for these things like people shop for forbidden items. Like, oh, no, we want your money, but we don't want to see you shopping there. It would give us a bad image. I think that's kind of messed up. Not to mention, one other issue is, you know, I've mentioned fit before. I've mentioned how things fit differently on different people. But can we talk for a second about the fabrics? I've been doing a lot of research into what fabrics are used. Rayon, polyester, spandex. Why can't we have cotton? And a lot of people have argued, well, if we start giving plus-size women what they want, we gotta charge them a lot. For example, Monif C or something like that, she makes plus-size bathing suits, and they look phenomenal, and they look like they really will do everything, like magic for a plus-size woman. I gotta be honest with you guys, I bought my bathing suit in Walmart, and nothing has ever fit me as good as that, and it cost me $20. I shouldn't have to pay $200 for a bathing suit or $200, $300 for a bathing suit. ModCloth recently started selling plus-size clothing. Skirts are like $200. That is insane. I understand that, you know, yes, just like with thinner fashions, straight-size fashions, we have the higher ends, the lower ends, the cheap stuff, the more expensive stuff. But I don't think we should have to pay $200 for a piece made out of cotton. You know, any straight-size woman can go to a store, almost any store, because almost every store is straight sizes, and find something in cotton for her. Whereas for me, a plus size woman, if I walk down the street, almost 90% of the stores, or even in some cases 100% of the stores, don't exist to me. I live in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Brooklyn, but we have 86th Street, and from 86th Street all the way down from the water all the way up to like 20th Avenue, there are stores. There used to be 2 Lane Bryants. They closed. There was a Lane Bryant in Bay Ridge and a Lane Bryant in Bensonhurst. They closed. The only store that really offers plus size is Rainbow, and that is all the way on like 21st Avenue, 20th Avenue on the other side. So from there to there, there's about maybe 20 or 30 clothing stores, and I have to ignore every single one of them because none of them carry plus size. Isn't that insane? That all these stores exist and I can't even look at them. I don't even want to look in the window because they don't sell anything for me. Not to mention, you know, like I said, I mentioned sizes last time, but even when you go into stores like Rainbow, you look at the tags, it's rayon, it's spandex, it's all of these materials that either make you feel warm, they make you feel too hot because they're plastics, they're synthetics. I had bought something from Forever 21 that said, do not wash, wipe down, because pretty much it's plastic. So you're telling me that I'm wearing a piece of plastic that I can't even wash in my washing machine. It says don't even hand wash it. It says wipe it down with a rag. Can you imagine that? Could you imagine a store telling a straight size person, listen, you can't wash this because we made it out of plastic. So you're just gonna have to wipe it down like it's a garbage bag. Could you imagine stores walking down the street and all of the stores didn't serve the straight sizes, which by the way is only 30-something% of people? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine walking into Target and then not seeing regular clothing anymore and just being told, oh no, you have to shop online now? Could you imagine what would happen? Could you imagine that 30% of beautiful people things would not go over well. I tell you that right now. And the sad thing is that plus size women are just as beautiful as the thinner or straight size women. And we do not get the same respect. We do not get looked at the same way. They'll take our money, but they'll take our money when they don't have to see us. It's like a drug deal. Plus size clothing is like a drug deal. I'm telling you, they don't want to see you. The dealer doesn't want to see you. The dealer is the internet, and it's like they just don't want to see you. They don't want to know who you are. They don't want to know what you're about. I don't even think they do the proper research to understand what we want. Because have you seen the styles recently? I mean, everything is just these weird patterns. Like, I see a resurgence of the 70s. I've been looking at a lot of different things, and I'm seeing bell bottoms, and I'm seeing palazzo pants, and I seen this advertisement for Rainbow, and it was just so awful. I mean, this woman looked like she had like 7-foot legs, and they were huge, and I just can't understand what women look. I mean, I understand that I just can't understand what plus size woman would go, yes, this is what I want. I understand. I love trying new trends. I'm probably going to try that, but I'm just saying a lot of these things that I'm seeing, they're not really tasteful. I feel like, yes, there's all different tastes. There's people who want to look hip and young, prints, cheetah prints. I love prints. Then there's people that want the basics and the sleek lines, and I understand that, but a majority of the plus size clothing is either you are pin-up rockabilly, or you're wearing cheetah print and animal print, or you're wearing only basics, or, you know, it's just, I don't know what's going on. I feel like everything is just thrown together. I feel like they don't put as much thought into it. And when they do something like what Alloy is doing, where they're giving women the opportunity to have the same clothes as the straight sizes, but they're not showing it on a plus size woman. I mean, it's just, they're just not getting it right. I don't feel like they're spending enough time. I don't really feel like they're taking the time to talk to the customer. It's not like the plus size woman can go into a regular store with straight sizes and plus sizes mixed and have the whole trying on experience. Even in Rainbow, there's no dressing room. You have to buy the clothes, take them home. The same thing as if you would do online. I don't think we're not able to go to the manager and say, hey, I really don't like this, or when are you getting something new in? We don't get to give our feedback back. That's horrible. We have to buy the clothes online, get them home, pay for shipping, try them on like our home is our dressing room, and God forbid it doesn't fit and we rip it in any way, then we have to pay for that. Plus we have to pay for the shipping back if it doesn't fit us. I had gotten some stuff in from Rainbow, and there was a pair of pants that I got in today that said 3X, and I can tell you right now, they are a size 14, probably. They're probably a 14. You'll see that in my Rainbow haul video. My point is that plus size people are plus size women are just completely, it's almost like a racism thing. They're sizeism, rather. Sizeism, size shaming, it's all that. We are treated much differently than straight size women when it comes to the clothing companies, the fashion companies. It's just horrendous. I'm sorry I've rambled on for about 13 minutes now, but thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear your comments, your experiences. I would love to hear from you guys, so please leave me some comments below. I'm sorry this video was split up. The light was just so bad. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please follow me on Instagram. I'm Recycled Stardust.